Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Wednesday, December the 6th. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday morning. Excuse me. I hope that your middle of the week is where you hoped it would be, and you always have a chance when we're in the middle of the week to make the rest of the week even better. So try to take that thought with you as you go through this day today. I'm going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 15, verses 29 to 37. At that time, Jesus walked up by the Sea of Galilee, went up on the mountain, and sat down there. Great crowds came to him, having with them the lame, the blind, the deformed, the mute, and many others. They placed them at his feet, and he cured them. The crowds were amazed when they saw the mute speaking, the deformed made whole, the lame walking, and the blind able to see, and they glorified the God of Israel. Jesus summoned his disciples and said, My heart is moved with pity for the crowd, for they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat. I do not want to send them away hungry, for fear that they may collapse on the way. The disciples said to him, Where could we get enough bread in this deserted place to satisfy such a crowd? Jesus said to them, How many loaves do you have? 7, they replied, and a few fish. He ordered the crowd to sit down on the ground. Then he took the 7 loaves and the fish, gave thanks, broke the loaves, and gave them to the disciples, who in turn gave them to the crowds. They all ate and were satisfied. They picked up the fragments left over, 7 baskets full. You hear me say often that there's always so many messages within a gospel. This one has that and then some, several and then more than that. And usually they're very beautiful messages. They're messages for us to take into our day and into our life and try to make it better for us and better for those around us. So today I'd like to focus, excuse me. Today I'd like to focus on the beginning of the gospel where we hear that great crowds brought many to Jesus and placed them at his feet that they can be cured. Great crowds brought many to Jesus so they can be cured of lameness, mute, deafness, and many other afflictions. My friends, as we look at today and we turn on the TV and we see different factions all over and crowds of people following them, this is the crowd we should follow. We should follow a crowd that brings others in need to the feet of Jesus so they can be cured. We know ourselves when we have issues. We go to Jesus for his love and his healing. Some others around us cannot do as much like that. They need our help to bring them to the feet of Jesus. How do we do that today? We do that today first and foremost with our example, how we live our life. Others will be watching, and by watching, they can be cured just in that way. And when they're cured, it's Jesus who's doing the curing by fortifying the attitude within us. We can do it by reaching out and making sacrifices for others that are in need, by choices in our life that right now maybe do not reflect that we are in this crowd to bring others to the feet of Jesus. There are many ways, aren't there? These times, years and years ago, over 2,000 years ago, people had to do a lot to bring these people and all beings to the feet of Jesus. They were part of a wonderful crowd, a crowd that we can now join. We can join without having to go over the rough terrain they did, but just making different choices in our life, making different attitudes that we can bring into each day. And by doing so, we are part of the crowd, a crowd that brings those in need to Jesus. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Wednesday morning. I always hope it is helpful for you. You can take it into your day and into your week. I welcome your comments, your thoughts, and I appreciate you being here. We're just going to take a moment of silent reflection, and then we'll end with a prayer. Most loving God, we ask you for the wisdom and the grace, excuse me, to recognize, to be part of a crowd that brings others in need to your feet. We know that by doing so, we are part of this healing that you bring to so many in need every day. Make us proud to be part of this crowd, and let us follow always this crowd so that we can build your love and compassion in the world as it is meant to be. Well, my friends, I wish you all a wonderful Wednesday. I am going to take a day off tomorrow and save my voice a little bit, and I will see you back here on Sunday. Take care, everyone.